Newswatch 12 is continuing to track how coronavirus could be having an impact on criminal justice in our community. Earlier this week on Newswatch 12 at 6, we told you about the arrest of two men on methamphetamine and money laundering charges. Both those men were released from the Jackson County Jail the same day. In the last 48 hours, we have learned that Immigrations and Customs Enforcement had actually lodged an immigration detainer on both of those men because they said they were in the United States illegally. ICE demanded that they stay in jail, but they were released from the Jackson County Jail, as we said, that same day. Joining us now to discuss this particular case and the drug enforcement issue as it relates to the coronavirus pandemic in Jackson County, Sheriff Nathan Sickler. Thanks very much for being with us, Sheriff.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
First of all, I just want to make sure, did we characterize the situation accurately? The men were arrested, there was a detainer placed on them, and they had been released. Is that the order in which it happened?
Yeah, actually they were arrested on, I think, the 28th, and they were in custody for a day. They actually made it to court locally, and then the detainer came in that day. So they were in jail for about 30 hours, which isn't a lot for this level of offense for sure, but they were there for a little bit longer than a day. 24 hours.
So two questions. You knew about the detainer and you had to release them based on Oregon law, is that correct?
Yeah, our office received the detainers, and per Oregon law, we have not been honoring detainers in Oregon. There's no sheriff's office that I'm aware of in the state that can honor these detainers because of a ruling out of Clackamas County in 2014 and 15. Can't remember the exact year, but I think it was 15 that they actually finished the case up. So yeah, we're not able to honor those, and ICE knows we're not able to honor those. But there's some procedures on with their organization that require them to file them, even though they won't be honored.
Now you mentioned that 3-hour hold was even short for this level of crime. Was that a result of the COVID situation you have in your jail right now? Is that why the release was so fast?
Yeah, I mean, we're always at capacity in our jail, or almost always. And with the coronavirus and having a reduced capacity, those things are exasperated even more. And we have more individuals that, would likely be held being let out earlier and earlier. So the duration of stay is even shorter, and it further complicates these processes because, individuals that are going to transport 20 pounds of methamphetamine up by 5 certainly need to be held accountable and in custody because they are certainly flight risks and present a danger. But we can't honor the ICE hold, and they know that, and we can't. We have so many people in our jail that actually score or present a higher risk to our community than these individuals did. We have to make the best of a worse choice. There's no good choices. So we have to use their public safety checklist and scoring them out and see how they rate and then make decisions according to that.
You mentioned capacity earlier. Have you seen your capacity increase as more people are getting out? And are you concerned that as more people get out, if we move into phase 1, that your population will increase?
Well, our capacity, we normally run at 300 and 315 during at night, and we're down to like 215 and 230. I think actually today we're at 240. And this number is going up every day because and slowly, because we're getting people in that we can't release. For instance, we had that terrible incident the Medford police had to deal with the other night on Table Rock. Well, that individual, obviously, we can't release. And we've had some other significant crimes and cases come in, and each one of those is taking another bed. And, we have to try to make sure that individuals are coronavirus free when they come into the facility, and we have to observe them from a certain amount of time. So it does limit our capacity.
Have you had any problem with COVID in the jail so far?
No. In fact, as of Monday, I believe, it might have been last Monday, but I know the numbers are still current. There have been no corona cases in any Oregon jail so far. So we're very fortunate for not having it in our jail.
Going back to those two that were arrested on the drug charges and are now released, do you know where they are and where does their legal status stand right now?
They have a court date. I do not know where they are. They will get an opportunity to appear in court. I think, based on the information, it's probably unlikely that they will make that appearance, but hopefully they would, and we'll see.
Sheriff Nathan Sickler, Jackson County Sheriff, we appreciate the information. Thank you very much for being with us.
All right, have a good day.